Hello everyone, I just wanted to post a quick video while I adjust my camera here. I just wanted to talk about something that's been bothering me. I mean, it's not something that I haven't talked before on the channel, but it's really aggravating at this point. So, as you probably already know, there's a lot of people that, and I've seen this in forums too. As a matter of fact, I was watching a GameStop forum where people were talking about uh, CGI versus practical effects. And there are some people that were more reasonable that were asking, why is it that people just have this hate on CGI? And usually you get, one or two answers. Either they say that it's in everything, which, okay, it's in everything, so, or that it's not realistic. Let me make something really clear. You people are morons, and let me tell you why. Because I read about this a lot, or I watch videos a lot on YouTube or people talking about this. And when they usually talk about CGI, they talk about or versus practical effects. They usually talk about stop motion, makeup effects, or sets and animatronics. Now, why are these people so wrong? In my opinion, I'll tell you why. First of all, CGI is, while it is pretty recent by movie standards, I mean, the movie industry has been going strong since, at least as far as I know, since at least before the 1910s. And even before that, you have theater plays that, while not preserved in any media like movies, they were still a form of entertainment. And we could go further in that, but we're not here to talk about history of entertainment in general. Special effects have been around since almost the beginning of the movie industry. People have been wanting to make their fantastic storylines or dreams come true, so they've used camera trickery, makeup effects, not sound stages, I was going to say, but um, setups in general, settings in general. Like, for example, all the movie settings and practical effects in, like, give you a good example of a short seller movie. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, for example. Or even back to the Gollum, the Phantom of the Opera, in general. So you have those practical effects, and you have the makeup, and then as the movie industry progressed and we got even better techniques, you have the advancement of better practical effects, and ultimately you had puppets, and then animated puppets or animatronics eventually. Um, so why is it that people, you know, having knowing all that, why is it that people hate the reality of why people hate CGI? The reality is that people hate CGI with practical effects because they don't understand either media, and they follow group thinking, and the current group thinking, at least so far for a few years now, it's been hate CGI, hate CGI, hate CGI. Why do they hate CGI? Because they don't understand it. Why do they love practical effects? Because they don't understand them. Okay, it's and the reason they love practical effects over CGI, in my opinion, one of the other reasons, it's because it goes back to their childhood. You know, when they maybe watched a movie like, I don't know, RoboCop, or even, you know, even if they're like young movie buffs and they watched I don't know, King Kong for the first time, and the original 1933's King Kong. You know, so they have that impression in their mind, you know, and they have that memory in their mind, and so, you know, when they see something remade, they take it personal, like you're, you know, like you're taking a family member, killing them, and then replacing them with another family member. You know, the same name, the same everything, and that's something I've never understood because, I mean, you know, I understand nostalgia. I understand that, you know, people um, find it maybe offensive that you taking a childhood memory of theirs and interpret it another way. I can understand that. But CGI is like any other. CGI is like, you know, any other tool that people have used to bring their ideas, and maybe somebody else's ideas, reinterpret somebody else's ideas into the media, like movies or TV. And that's another thing, though, because while there's so much hatred of CGI in movies, you barely hear about CGI on TV. There's a lot of CGI on TV, not as much as they use in movies because, you know, budget on TV shows, you know, depending on the TV show and how popular it is, usually the budget's very small, so they, you know, the CGI has not caught up equality as you would have it on TV, that, you know, the same way that you will have it on movies. But it's catching up because computers are advancing. Technology is advancing at a rate of, last time I checked, it was 6 months. It's probably much faster how the technology is advancing. And you know, and so when people talk about how CGI is so fake and everything, that really bothers me because I worked with CGI. In fact, I worked with, you know, one type or another of computer generated images or computer generated graphics since for the last 15 years. You know, since I had a practical computer that was fast enough to use um, any type of program that had to do with CGI, with any type of CGI or CGG or 3D modeling or animation. You know, so I know, and I know how hard it is, and that's another complaint that people have. It's like, oh, you know, practical effects take so much and CGI is so easy. You know what? If you think it's fucking easy, why don't you do it yourself? Why don't you prove how easy it is to work in CGI with CGI or with computer programs that you know that are either for computer effects or image, you know, manipulation or image, design, or 3D modeling design and everything. If you think it's so fucking easy, why don't you do it? And that's the, you see the biggest loudmouths that like to shit on CGI are usually the people that don't know shit. I couldn't do the same shit, that even if you gave them a whole fucking year and a computer, with the latest, hardware, and with the latest version of any popular, or even the easiest CGI to use, they wouldn't know how to, they wouldn't know what the fuck to do. If you give them a full fucking year internet connection and the latest hardware and software, because it takes hard work like anything else. CGI takes hard work like anything else. In fact, I'd venture to say that CGI takes even more hard work than practical effects. And how is it that I can make such a bold statement? Because practical effects are so readily available. Not too many people, and granted, people are having more and more computers every day, but people don't have, as much time to sit down and learn a computer program than they would just to fiddle around with clay and wire. And then you got and then you got these people that say that CGI doesn't seem as real as practical effects. Let me remind you that a lot of the models that they use for earlier practical effects, or the stop motion, a lot of the models were like this, were like either just 6 to 12 inches. How the fuck is that real? I mean, granted, for example, the T-Rex they used in Jurassic Park was more or less what they estimated to be actual size. And I know because I'm subscribed to the not the Lucas, well, yeah, the Stan Winston School's YouTube channel. So I've seen, I've seen like footage from them back when they were creating the dinosaurs for Jurassic Park. They were life size. The animatronic dinosaurs were actually life size. And granted, I have respect for people like Harryhausen and others who have worked, with practical effects and stop motion and everything. But the idea that a fucking doll 6 inches tall, in front of a projection screen, photographed in front of a projection screen, is more real than integrated CGI effects with lighting, shadows, textures, physical based rendering now, with all of that integration into digital media, and people have the gall to say that doesn't look real. Fuck you! Get your eyes examined. If you don't think that doesn't look real, get your fucking eyes examined. You're a moron. You don't know shit. You're talking out of your ass. If you think that a fucking 6-inch doll with stuttering movement from back 30 years ago is more real looking than something that can actually move, because it's there. Well, you know what? My fucking eraser is there. Think if I put a fucking fake eraser there that you'll be able to tell the fucking difference? Screw you. Screw you people who fucking shit on CGI. You don't know shit. Go back, download Blender, download fucking Sculptures, download any program that's you know, GIMP, download any program that you can do actual, 3D modeling and texturing. There's shit tons of tutorials online on YouTube or Vimeo or fucking Dailymotion. So you have no fucking excuse. Go do that. Then come back to me and tell me that the fucking CGI is easy. That anybody can do it. That it's shit. That it's unreal. Then come back and fucking tell me that. Until then, shut the fuck up. You don't know shit. You know what your opinion's worth? Nothing. Nothing, because you don't know shit. You people are crap. You're idiots. You're morons. Saying the CGI is so fake? Fuck you. The fuck you know? You don't know shit. I'm done. I know there are people that actually respect what computer artists do. This is not directed towards you, because if you respect both because stop motion had its time back then. Yeah, that's as real as it could get, and I respect that, because that was from that time. This is now. To say that's fucking better than now, you're a moron. That shows you know very little to nothing about about anything. You don't know anything about practical effects. You don't know anything about makeup. You don't know anything about stop motion. You know what the few things that they teach animators in school before they teach them anything that has to do with computers? They teach them about the history of stop motion. They teach them, because that was part of the stuff that they were teaching me when I was doing visual arts. Not just about drawing color. They were talking about animating as a part of it. About the past of animation, about stop motion, about cartoons, cell animation. All of that. Because you don't forget your past, but you don't spit on your future. That's what they taught us when I was doing visual arts. Respect and remember your past, but don't shit on your future. But of course, people are so stupid that they shit on the future, because that's the fucking that is the cool thing to do. You're stupid. Period. End of discussion. Fact. You're stupid, because you don't know shit. I'm done. Ratman out.